How to manage stress, the proven psychological approach. Psychology is the scientific study of behavior and mental processes. It relies on empirical research. However, pseudopsychology consists of claims about human behavior that lack empirical evidence. In psychology, empirical research, including experiments, surveys, and systemic observations, are required to come to a conclusion. Pseudopsychology, on the other hand, heavily relies on myths, intuitions, and anecdotal reports. Some examples include astrology, psychic reading, which often use vague and general statements that seem personal but apply broadly. Let's dive deeper to understand how different stresses in life can be managed with the right psychological approach instead of pseudopsychology.
Ever felt stressed with too many assignments, exams, and deadlines? That's exactly how Melissa felt. No matter how hard she tried, the pressure wouldn't go away. One night, while scrolling through her phone, she saw ads for stress supplements, calming teas, and time management gummies. Then, she found a video promoting a juice that promised to help her finish assignments faster. It sounded tempting, so she clicked Add to Cart. The next morning, she drank the juice, hoping for instant focus. But nothing changed. It was just another marketing trick. Feeling frustrated, Melissa shared her struggles with a friend. Her friend offered 3 practical tips. Replace negative thoughts with positive self-talk, like saying, "I've got this." Use a planner to break big tasks into smaller steps. Focus on important tasks first and set deadlines to stay on track. Melissa decided to give it a try. She used her planner, tackled tasks step by step, and stayed positive. Soon, she felt more confident and in control. So what's the takeaway? Quick fix myths don't work, but time management, positive self-talk, and clear goals do. If Melissa can do it, you can too.
Vishabhanu's postnatal stress. Vishabhanu is overwhelmed, juggling work and caring for her newborn. In desperation, she tries a so-called miracle sleep pill to help her get some well-deserved rest. But it doesn't work. She becomes even more depressed. Thankfully, she decides to open up to her husband and seeks emotional support. He recommends her to join a new mothers group where she would find comfort in shared experiences. Through self-compassion, she learns to navigate parenthood with patience and added wisdom. Now, Vishabhanu is in a better place mentally and she embraces motherhood with such grace. Because no parent should struggle alone, social support is key to mother's emotional and mental well-being.
Karthika's performance anxiety, a story of self-doubt, fear, and the power of psychology in overcoming it. It's the day of the big competition. Karthika's heart pounds, her palms sweat, and her mind races with doubts. What if I fail? She thinks, frozen in fear. Just say a winning mantra and you'll be fine, her friend suggests. Karthika repeats the words, hoping for a miracle. But nothing changes. Her fear remains. Despite her efforts, Karthika feels the same. She realizes, words alone won't erase her anxiety. Instead, Karthika closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and visualizes herself performing confidently. She reminds herself of the times she succeeded before. Slowly, her panic fades. Armed with a calm mind and mental preparation, Karthika steps forward. She's still nervous, but this time she's in control. In moments of fear, the right mindset makes all the difference. Psychology isn't just theory, it's the key to success.
Revati was feeling overwhelmed. Her desk was cluttered with papers and emails, and she felt the weight of stress on her shoulders. The constant pressure was affecting her health, leaving her feeling dizzy with a racing heart. One day, during a particularly stressful moment, she even found herself raising her voice while discussing with colleagues. That was a wake-up call. She realized she needed to manage her stress better. She started reading articles on stress management and gradually incorporated practices like time management, regular exercise, better sleep, and meditation into her daily routine. Over time, she noticed a significant improvement. She became happier, more efficient at work, and started leaving the office on time. Her colleagues noticed the change too. She was now smiling, chatting easily, and leaving the office with a relaxed demeanor. Managing her stress led to a better work-life balance and a more fulfilling life overall.
This is Wei Ying's retirement stress. After years of hard work, Wei Ying is finally retired. No more deadlines, no rushing, just time for herself. She spends her days relaxing on the couch and playing with her cat. With no schedule to follow, she indulges in online shopping. A little treat for herself. Shopping feels exciting, like a reward for all those years of work. One evening, she scrolls through old photos and pauses. Smiling faces, laughter, moments spent with friends. Back then, she was always surrounded by people. Always busy, always sharing moments. But now, it's just her. Days pass and the silence grows. For the first time, she realizes she started to feel stressed about retirement. One day, she picks up her phone and makes the call. "Alex, it's been so long. Let's meet up." With just one call, everything starts to change. She was never truly alone. She just needed to reach out. Life is meant to be shared.
We interviewed an expert in the field to have a better insight to stress management. Ng Wei Yi is a clinical psychologist based in Malaysia, and these are her thoughts on this matter.
Hi everyone. So the question right here is, for me, it is 100% yes towards scientific evidence-based approaches. Why? Because let's just imagine what will happen to the world if, let's say, we keep on engaging to pseudo-psychological approach to stress management, where, people would think that, hey, if let's say I just do this method, yes, everything figured out for me, it is like magic pill. And then for the next part right here is how do we distinguish between scientific-based approaches and pseudo-psychological approaches. So there are 3 steps. The first one is always to look out where the resource comes from. You can actually look from various online journal websites, radios, podcasts, and so on. And then the second method is always to check around with other people. So if let's say you notice that when they keep on saying that, hey, this technique works for me, everything, the answer is there for me, I don't need to do anything. So high chances is this is actually not a proven scientific method. Okay. Then for the third one, it is always to check in yourself, which you are the observer of your own. So these are all the questions that you can ask yourself. If let's say you practice numerology just out of curiosity, and then you can ask yourself, is this what I value in my health? By checking on numbers. By checking on numbers, what is it so important about that? Is this going to work long term for me? If yes, how so? If no, what is the possible obstacle that could happen to me in the future? So these are all the questions that we can spend at least 5 minutes per day and to look at ourselves. Likewise, when we do mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, which is evidence-based approaches, we can do the same reflection questions as well. And this is just a disclaimer. Evidence-based practices, regardless on any method that we choose, is never about changing who we are. It is never about forcing us to keep on positive all the time for 24/7. It is also not about forcing us to be superhuman. It is all about embracing different parts of us and just about embracing, loving ourselves more, being in touch with ourselves, listening to ourselves. So this is how you can differentiate between these 2 approaches. I hope that this is helpful and enjoy. Have a nice day.